everyone. Welcome to a very special Songtember Kickoff edition of Make It Rock, and show where I usually show you how I make my own most rockin', how I make my music rock, and how you can too. I'm all discombobulated because this isn't this is a little abnormal, but it's a special time of the year. It is Songtember. You may ask me, what the heck is a Songtember? What is that all about? Well, we're gonna find out today. But the long and the short of it is, a good friend of mine and ours is Pete Johns of Studio Live today, and he's created all the way since back in 2019 this special challenge to create a song in a month. It's called Songtember, and so we're gonna be talking about what I've done and what I plan to do for this year's show. I hope you're all gonna get involved as well. Everybody is invited. Hello, Country Walking. Welcome, Jade Star Music. Good to see you. Happy birthday, by the way, to Jade Star. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jade Star. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right. Hello, DJ Big Red, one of our great mods here, along with the Leela-verse as well. Good to see you. Let's see who else is in here. Jamie Lynn, good to see you. You're welcome, Jade. Jade's got a big birthday blowout and Songtember kickoff of her own coming up after this one. This is just going to be a quick thing, kind of reviewing where I've been. I had to actually take some notes so I don't forget what I actually did. So yeah, a lot of times Songtember for me, and you can let me know in the chat like what you plan to do for Songtember. If you plan to do anything at all for Songtember, I hope you do. I encourage you to. It's a good exercise to get into. Thing for me is I'm creating all year round, so it's just kind of like it's part of the deal for me. But I've kind of like when and I'll get into this a little more with what I'm going to do this year, but I've always kind of made it a time to do fun things that are a little outside the pocket of what I normally do, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of that this year as well. But I started off when this whole thing started in 2019, and I just really I found Pete Johns not long before then. I was looking up I was looking up to see if anybody had created an album using GarageBand, because I had just gotten I kind of was really retired from music making for the time. Hello, Tremor Bear, welcome. I was retired from making music at the time, sort of. Wasn't really too active for about 5 years there. For 2015, I released Apple, and from 2015 to 2020, I didn't really do anything. But I started to get into GarageBand because I got the iPad, and I was like, what's this old GarageBand thing about? What's going on with this? And I started playing around with it. I'm like, you could do a lot in here. This is actually pretty full featured. Hey, Alec Gratilla, welcome. I was like, this is pretty full featured. I wonder if anybody's actually made. Now I was thinking maybe some hip hop star or something made an album in GarageBand. I'm sure they have. But I did a search and I came across this dude from Adelaide, Australia. Hey, Jenny Jolivet, welcome. I found this dude from Adelaide, Australia named Pete Johns, and he had this whole series of this is how I put together I think it was his EP. And he broke it all down, step by step, doing it, and I was like, that's really cool. I was like, that's really fascinating. I'm gonna watch more of this guy. And so I did, and for a long time I was just a lurker. I didn't do anything, I didn't comment on anything, because that's how I am with a lot of YouTube. I just watch things. I don't comment. I don't get into the chats. I don't do anything. But finally, he started getting into doing live streams and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna get into the chat here and be part of this thing. And that was right around the time, I think, that he was doing Songtember, and I was like, that's a cool idea. I was like, yeah, I'll make a song. So I did this song. Hey, Vidal and the Shadowy Figures, welcome. Fellow lurker, love it. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get into this Songtember thing. I'll make a song. So I did this song called Distillation of Fear, and it's really a weird song. I performed it last night on Hour of Rock, and it's strange because like you could say it's about the pandemic, but it was months before the pandemic even happened. So it was really weird. I don't know how that all transpired. I wish I could go back and get in my head back in 2019, but I was just messing around with actually not just GarageBand, but I was messing around with Core Gadget, and so I did this whole thing on Core Gadget, and I don't even think the video's up on any anywhere real that you could see, but like this is the whole thing. I'll just play a few seconds of it. I'm not going to play a lot of it because you probably already heard it at some point before. But hey, Ron, Wolfstone Studio, welcome.
Is all it takes. Once it's in motion, there are no breaks. In isolation, we take our dose. Critical condition. It's adios. And it surrounds us. Our homes and towns. Without a choice, we drink it down. Our situation, distillation of fear. Tear down the riot while all hope disappears. Witness the tragic eyes all misty with tears.
So that was Distillation of Fear, and that was kind of like the first thing that I did for Songtember back in 2019. Didn't even really. I don't even think I put it out as I don't think I put it forward as Thomas Christ. I may have. I can't really remember. So that was 2019, and then in 2020, I did this album. It's based, because we all found ourselves, and hello to Russ 8889, by the way, welcome. So we all found ourselves at home, and so I made this album here, Virus Infect. And I was already working on this, and one of the tracks became my Songtember song for that year. That was Pandemic Panic. And this one obviously very specific to the pandemic situation. I'll give you just a little taste of this too.
Autoimmune disco. Vaccinated stereo. Quarantine inferno. Isolating turbo. Social distancing machine. Got my hydroxychloroquine. Exercise, good hygiene. I wash my hands with kerosene. It's a pandemic panic, it's infectious. Pandemic panic, pulse your plexus. Pandemic panic, nitrobiology. Pandemic panic, psychopathology.
So that was the track I did for 2020, and then I released this album. Does it say when I released it? October 2nd of 2020. So really, you could almost say this whole album kind of became part of Songtember. Thank you, Bear. That was a weird one. I don't know. It was kind of just about using some of these words that were becoming part of the lexicon with the pandemic happening. So then 2021 comes along, and got a little more into it with this one. This was a whole EP. So this came out September 30th, 2021. The My Inferno EP was really supposed to be like a new metal type of like a new metal EP. I used a lot of there's an app called Riffler that I incorporated a lot of because it was coming up with some cool riffs. So I just I got riffs out of Riffler and then layered over them with some real guitars and put this album together. And the song that was the flagship song was Feeling Within Me. So so that one, just to give you a little bit of that.
reinvention. And this feeling is something you just can't see, but it's cutting down deep in the heart of me. It's made me arrive at dissension, and it lays bare all my intentions. I wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way.
I always love how this one sounds.
Got the feeling within me. Wanted to be alright, trying to forge my way. It's going on tonight. I've got the feeling within me.
So yeah, so that one was that was the 2021 that whole EP was the Songtember project. Because I just released the album the Creator, but I wanted to do something for Songtember, so I put this one out, and I actually really dig this one. Not the easiest songs to perform in the world, but they're I love the way they turned out. So then we get into 2022. And 2022, see, this is where I'm talking about having a little bit of fun. So I had released the Future Music for a Futureless World was released on September 30th. So this must have been done in conjunction with that. Kind of like what's happening this year, to be honest with you. But I also did Holy Moly, It's Folking Mayhem, the one and only Folk You EP. And so I did this on a live stream. I don't mean to alarm you, but your mongoose is on fire. That was Gorteam 85 came up with a lot of the concepts behind this one. There was Holy Moly was kind of the flagship track on this one. I did a remake of the Bossa Nova Button that hadn't been released up until that point. Party Up, Party Down was a whole new song. And E.T. Phone Home was another one that had existed long before but never had an official recorded version, so I did that. I'll give you a little bit of this Holy Moly. This is a fun one. This is the year we all did country songs too, for whatever reason.
Turned out I was the joke. I got me some fries from Mickey D's. They made me damn near choke. And I'm clean out of cigarettes, so I can't even have smoke. Holy moly, what's going on? I just can't figure it out. It feels like pandemonium. I just want to scream and shout. Guess I ran my mouth too many times, like it was in a big old rice. And now the only thing I got is the frown on my stupid face.
So yeah, that was 2022. Holy Moly, It's Folking Mayhem. And I'm glad, because that's the only official release that Folk You has ever had. So may need to work on something more with that eventually at some point. But that was 2022. 2023, we had this song here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, Death Toll. And Death Toll, this was supposed to be part of an album. It probably says it down here. First single from my fall 2023 LP, Perfect Hell. Guess what album never came out? Perfect Hell. That one, there's a bunch of songs for it. I just never was really happy with the way that everything turned out with that. So the only thing that ever officially got released, there's a few songs that I do like that was from that one. But yeah, Perfect Hell was the 2023, or Death Toll was the 2023 Songtember track, and it was supposed to be part of this album that never really happened. But here's a little bit of this. I love this video. This is my favorite video that I've ever done. It was all using like animated GIFs, because LumaFusion had just gotten the ability to put animated GIFs in. So of course I went freaking crazy with that.
You're heading my way. Existential crisis, it's a natural cannibal. Paradise lost, this was never understandable. You'll be banged if you bring a killer instinct. Just keep on pushing when we've got you up to the brink. There is a price to be paid, you better pay up. If you're still sleeping, consider this a wake up. You just don't care when it takes over your soul.
Where's my favorite bit of this? Oh man. Oh, here. That's got to be it. There it is. This guy right now. This guy right here. I love this. The ventriloquist dummy that's bobbing its head along with the music. That was fun. So that was 2023. 2024 got back to a similar situation to 2020, where I was already working on an album, and that became part of the album. So that wasn't all that long ago. Nuclear Football was the name of this one, and so this was part of the Hollow and Chosen of God album, which didn't end up coming out until like February of 2025. Hello, Denise. Welcome. But yeah. Let's give you a little bit of this.
Yards and a cloud of dust. We are men, never laid of grass. Smash mouth nukes ready to ground and pound. We keep punting and we're bound to fumble. Deep threat on the.
So yeah, so that was 2024, and now we come to this year. What am I gonna do for this year's Songtember? Well, I got a couple of things lined up, and the first thing is there's a track that called Hindsight 2020 that Dan Ekberg had sent to me a little bit earlier this summer, and I got it all unpacked. I started working on it, but never finished it in terms of my contribution to it. So I'll be doing that. I think what I'm supposed to do is add vocals on the second verse and on the choruses as well, and try to work a little bit more on some of these like electronic keyboard bits and stuff. So I can show you first of all. Now I don't know if this is the same version that I have in the stems, but I have a version of it that is what Dan had done, and so I can bring that in here. And so it's just this right here, and give you a little bit of this one here. This is what I'm going to be working on. So that was the original version that he had sent to me, just as like an example of it. Then he sent me the stems, and I did do a little bit with the stems in terms of like mixing and stuff. So I'll just play you a little bit of. I'll play you the same bit that I just played you. Now after there's a lot of tracks in here. There's like I don't know 31 tracks. So that is this is the main thing that I'll be working on this Songtember is getting this one going and being part of that with Dan Ekberg because I don't do a whole lot of collaboration. Collaboration is very rare with me, but I'm gonna do this one because Dan's awesome and this song is really great. I'm also hoping to do in the vein of where I said I do fun stuff. I'm also hoping to do a hip hop song. Just because I feel like I want to do that. It's not going to fit on any of my albums or anything, and I am finishing up. I'm almost done with the album, so that's not going to be too big of a concern. But yeah, so that's what my plans are for Songtember. Let me know, like in the comments and stuff, what you're going to be doing. I'll look real quick through. Leela participated in 2022 for the first time, so did Bear. Yeah, I hope you all get involved, though. It's studiolivetoday.com/Songtember, and that'll take you there. That'll give you all the information that you need to know. Basically, make a song during the month of during the month of September. Make a song and release it. That's really all there is to it. I'll be keeping you updated on my progress through the Make It Rock shows. Probably be doing a good bit of the work in those shows. I'll also be doing some stuff off camera and making some video updates. At least that's my hope. So I hope you'll be along for the ride with me here and checking out all the other stuff like Jade Starr and Pete Johns and Leela are going to be doing. It'll be a lot of fun. So that's all I got for you today. We're all gonna head over to Jade Starr. She's gonna kick off Songtember and celebrate her big birthday celebration. Happy birthday to Jade. I'll be back with you. The reason I did this show, part of the reason I did the show today, it's also because it's Songtember Eve and September 1st is tomorrow. But Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a show called Talking You Rock. So I put that link up, and it's gonna be a little bit of fun looking back at the history of you rock and where it might be headed in the future. So I hope you'll join me for that one. That'll be Tuesday during the normal Make It Rock time slot. So and then we got the big 200 part 1 of the big 200 4-year You Rock celebration coming up on Wednesday. So hope to see a lot of you there and get to get your songs in if you haven't gotten them in. bit.ly/You Rock submit. Thank you, DJ. There's the link for the pre-show on Tuesday. All right. Well, let's all head over to Jade's and wish her a happy birthday and see what she's up to for Songtember. And then we got Your Music Live coming up after that with Pete Johns. So a lot of great stuff happening today. Much love, take care, and keep rocking.